This is good, though. Cuomo fires back at order, forcing him to return $5.1 million from COVID book. Political hypocrisy at its worst. So, folks, remember Andrew Cuomo? Look at this face, by the way. This is on Fox News, so they love these kinds of things. But goddamn, I wish this like giant white triangle wasn't here. But anyway, so Andrew Cuomo, remember him? Remember like last year? Remember during the start of the pandemic? Everyone was like, "Oh, Andrew Cuomo's taking COVID so seriously." Yes, he is. Turns out he was just lying about everything and covering everything up. But anyway, he got ousted as governor, which is pretty cool. I still can't believe that one happened. And then remember when he wrote a book? Remember that? He wrote a book? Right? Lessons learned from the pandemic. We're still in the pandemic, right? But remember when he wrote that book? And so, but apparently he wrote that book, illegally. He used his, like, staff as governor to write the book. So let's keep going. Disgraced ex-New York Gov, Andrew Cuomo, remained defiant amid the order he is facing to return money he received from the book he wrote touting his leadership during the coronavirus pandemic. New York State's Joint Commission on Public Ethics, JCOPE. Commission on Public Ethics. COPE. Oh, that's so good. Voted 12-1, demanding the Democrat, I love how he's the Democrat now, to give back the $5.1 million from the release of his memoir, American Crisis, Leadership Lessons from the COVID-19 Pandemic, which was widely panned as an early victory lap of his response to the virus as it was still killing thousands of Americans. Again, this is Fox News, so you're getting the righteous anger at Democrats that you would never see on, like, CNN. So, like, that's, you know. Cuomo's spokesman, Rich Azzopardi, issued a fiery statement defending his former boss. "This is political hypocrisy and duplicity at its worst," Azzopardi said. Motherfucker sounds like a guy in like a Grand Theft Auto 3 mission. Governor Cuomo received a JCOPE opinion and advice of counsel stating the government resources could not be used, and they weren't. And any okay, so he's just lying. If Speaker Heastie, Majority Leader Stuart Cousins, and blah, blah, blah. So basically they're crying, and they have to JCOPE. So that's what's happening here. Cuomo will have to return $5.1 million earned to the state by next month after the watchdog ethics panel concluded the governor had violated pledges not to use state resources or government staff to prepare the project. He could have just wrote it all himself. But nah, he wanted his secretary to do it. He wanted all of his people to, like, give him everything. And because he's a lazy piece of shit. He's a lazy fucking piece of shit. Like, I don't know, like, the guy just thinks, like, the whole world revolves around him. He's a lazy little cocksucker. So anyway, he got owned. And he's going to continue to be owned. And you'll love to see it, folks. I'm all in favor of the ownage. So, fuck Cuomo's. There we go.